Hello, today's daily reading comes from the book of the Apocrypha. We are reading from the book of Enoch, chapter 93, and it reads as follows. And after that, Enoch both gave and began to recount from the books. And Enoch said, concerning the children of righteousness, and concerning the elect of the world, and concerning the plant of uprightness, I will speak these things, yea, I, Enoch, will declare them unto you, my sons, according to that which appeared to me in the heavenly vision, and which I have known through the world of the holy angels, and have learnt from the heavenly tablets. And Enoch began to recount from the books, and said, I was born the seventh in the first week, while judgment and righteousness still endured. And after me there will arise in the second week great wickedness, and deceit will have sprung up. And in it there will be the first end, and in it a man will be saved. And after it is ended, uprightness will grow up, and a law will be made for the sinners. And after that, in the third week of at its close, man will be elected as the plan of righteous judgment, and his posterity will become the plan of righteousness forevermore. And after that, in the fourth week at its close, visions of the holy and righteous will be seen, and a law for all generations, and an enclosure will be made for them. And after that, in the fifth week at its close, the house of glory and dominion will be built forever. And after that, in the sixth week, all who live in it will be blinded, and the hearts of all of them will godlessly forsake wisdom, and in it a man will ascend, and at its close the house of dominion will be burnt with fire, and the whole race of the chosen root will be dispersed. And after that, in the seventh week, will an apostate generation arise, and many will be its deeds, and all the deeds will be apostate. And at its close will be the elect righteous of the eternal plant of the righteousness, to receive sevenfold instruction concerning all his creation. For who is there of all the children of men that is able to hear the voice of the Holy One without being troubled? And who can think of his thoughts? And who is there that can behold all the works of heaven? And how should there be one who could behold the heaven? And who is there that could understand the things of heaven, and see a soul or a spirit, and could tell thereof, or ascend and see all their ends, and think them, or do like them? And who is there of all men that could know what is the breadth and the length of the earth, and to whom has been shown the measure of all of them? Or is there anyone who could discern the length of the heaven, and how great is its height, and upon what it is founded, and how great is the number of the stars, and where all of the luminaries rest? Chapter 94. And now I say unto you, my sons, love righteousness and walk therein, for the paths of righteousness are worthy of acceptation. But the paths of uprightness will suddenly be destroyed and vanish, and to certain men of a generation will the paths of violence and of death be revealed, and they will hold themselves afar from them, and will not follow them in the paths. And now I say unto you, the righteous walk not in the paths of wickedness, nor in the paths of death, and draw not nigh to them, lest you be destroyed. But seek and choose for yourselves righteousness and an elect life, and walk in the paths of peace, and you will live and prosper. And hold fast my words in the thoughts of your hearts, and suffer them not to be effaced from your hearts. For I know that sinners will tempt men to mistreat wisdom, so that no place may be found for her, and no manner of temptation may diminish. Woe to those who build uprightness and oppression, and lay deceit as its foundation, for they will be suddenly overthrown, and they will have no peace. Woe to those who build their houses with sin, for whom all their foundations will they be overthrown, and by the sword will they fall. And those who acquire gold and silver in judgment suddenly will perish. Woe to you, you rich, for you have trusted in your riches, and from your riches will you depart, because you have not remembered the Most High in the days of your riches. You have committed blasphemy and uprightness, and have become ready for the day of slaughter, and the day of darkness, and the day of the great judgment. So I speak and declare unto you, he who has created you will overthrow you, and for your fall there will be no compassion, and your Creator will rejoice at your destruction. And your righteous ones in those days will be a reproach to the sinners and the godless. Amen.